Hello and welcome back. My name is Dipankar, and in this section, we will further extend our understanding of Python. We'll learn about code organization. We'll learn about the file types that helps us organize our code better. Then we will understand what is a wrapper and then how to create a wrapper across an existing C code. And then we'll finally look at the demo. So whenever we are writing a code, our basic principle is to always structure it in such a way that it enhances code readability and reusability. It is even important in when using something like Python, where we are also using the Pythonic objects and the static types of C. So there, while organizing a code to be well structured, there are a lot of aspects. So one of it is in Python is the import modules. So we can have our code in the form of modules, and then we can import them whenever we want them. So Python and Python both allows us to use this import statement. Python supports the import statements, which has same meaning as in Python. But if we want Python modules to access each other's CDEF or CPDEF functions or structures, it would not allow C-level access to other extension types. So we need to do something additional to achieve this. To address this, Python provides us three file types that helps us organize our Python specific uh, imports and C-level parts of a project. So the three file types in which we can write our code is the first of all is the .pyd. So these are the definition files and contains CDEF external blocks. It is useful to group such declarations inside their own PXD files for use elsewhere. Doing so provides a useful namespace to help disambiguate where a function is declared. And we only put C-level declarations in these files, and no Python only declarations like def functions are allowed. And it is a compile time error to put some def functions there. So and these PYD files are then later used by the import functions. Then the .py files are the include files. This can have various use cases, but one use case can be when we want to accomplish a nice platform independent design goal. And we can have different include files that support different APIs depending upon the platform, and then we can check on which platform this code is running, and then can include one or the other according to the platform. Then there are the .pyx files. This file we have already seen in the course so far. We have already always written our code in .pyx file. So this is the main implementation files which uses all the other files. So C import, as I shared in the beginning, uh, Python supports import, but if you want to have more control in the Python and the C control access to the CDEF and the internal C interfaces, you need to do a C import. So this C import statement provides a compile time access to C-level constructs, and it looks for these construct declarations inside the PXD files. This PXD files is what I explained in the previous section. So it is a compile time error to C import a Python level object like the setup function, and conversely, it is also a compile time error to import a C only declaration like real underscore t. So if we were to import rather than C import extension types or CPDEF functions, we would have a Python only access. This blocks access to any private attributes or CDEF methods and CPDEF methods, and function use the slower Python wrapper. So if we want to make it faster and access all the internals and lower level C stuff, then uh, our modules should be imported using C import. So what is a wrapper? So a wrapper is an entity that encapsulates another item, and we use a lot of use of these C imports while writing wrappers. So Python understands both the C and Python languages. A Python wrapper around a C library will allow full control over all aspects during interfacing. And Cython wrapped libraries have C-level performance, and minimum wrapper overhead, and a Python friendly interface. So the end user never need to suspect they are working with a wrapped code. In order to understand how to create a wrapper, we need to understand a few basics about it. For the first thing that we need to do is we must first declare in Cython the interface of the C components we wish to use. These declaration blocks are meant to tell Cython what C constructs we wish to use from a specified C header file. The syntax is like cdef extern from header underscore name. So this is the syntax with which you can define it in a declaration file. We'll look at an example later on. So what actually happens when we do this is the Cython compiler generates a hash include header underscore name line inside the generated source code, and the types, functions, and other declarations made in the block body are accessible from Cython code in such a case. And Cython will check at compile time that the C declarations are used in a type correct manner and will produce a compilation error if they are not. So this cdef externs is a critical key line you will see whenever you're trying to create wrappers. So we will understand it better with this source code. Here you can see at the left I have my C file. So this C file has two functions, init underscore genrand and unsigned long genrand underscore int32. So this is an let's assume this is an already existing C code that we have, and we want to have a to use it. We want to use it in Python, so that we can have the high more control and the fast execution of code because of its compiled nature, and but can also access it in Python. So in such a case, this is our existing code, and this is the header file for this code, which declares the various functions that are written in this .c file. Then to create a wrapper, we need to first create a .pxd file, and this pxd file, as I explained before, will have this interface void init underscore genrand. This is basically the same as in the C file. So this creates this .pxd file really creates the interface between our the main execution file and the C library in the background. So if you now come here in this part of the code, you see I'm doing a C import empty, and I'm importing this .pxd file here. And then I have this Python functions which are defined from def, but the values that I pass inside are passed towards go back to my C function here. So this is one basic example which gives you the understanding of how you can create wrappers. Of course, there are a lot of other things that you need to do once your code becomes more complex, but this is a very good starting point to understand this. Now we will look at an demo of how this all is running. We'll compile it, and then we will see how it runs. So here you can see my my C code for which I want to wrap. You can see this code generates a true random number. So there is this function to which you have to give a seed, any random value to initiate it, and then it gives you a 32-bit unsigned long random number. And this is the header file for this code, and this is the code. So let's now look at our implementation pyx file. And so this pyx file, and let's look at now this pyd file, and this pyd file has this cdef extern, which actually creates that interface between the C code and the Python code. And here you define those functions which are in the C code in this header file. Like, so you this init ran, and this gen ran 32 functions. You are going to define them here, and then afterwards in the pyx file you create a wrapper around it, and you create this. So if I try show you now, let's make this, and you will see this file, and then you will do IPython3,